the Trevor Jackson podcast.
I like giving flowers to the people who came before me, but that seems like that's rare in today's times, cuz.
Yeah, don't nobody want to show love to what's been laid in front of them. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
be able to do what we do. You know what I mean?
It's weird to think that, like, it's like a competition between the youth and the OGs, and I really don't like it. I want to see 8 Ball and MJD do songs with NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Continue to broaden the horizon with, bridging that gap from the old to the new, man. Like giving them, shining some of the old perspective with the new, and then the new giving to the old generation.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it.
That shit'll be hard, cuz.
Man, for real.
Be hard. Like, I suggest everybody go check out that 8 Ball and MJG Tiny Desk. We didn't touch on that because I want to do a separate show, just me reacting to every song from the Tiny Desk. But the Nucci's Front Porch, them songs, we brothers from East Tennessee, they might be from Memphis, but that stuff resonate with us because it's just, you know what I'm saying, us at the end of the day. I don't like to break up the state or whatever though, but it's time that, East Tennessee start to get some appreciation, to be honest with you, cuz.
Facts.
We've
been doing this shit.
We're gonna bring it to the table though. They gonna learn.
Yes, sir.
It's up to us.
Facts.
I wanna play these clips from Lord Jamar, and I wanna play this video, and me and you react to this video. But before I get into it, I'm gonna play a clip of him talking to one of the people he's debating with about new school and old school hip hop, and I want you to get a first take of what you heard, cuz.
All right.
So yes, my era. I'm just going to reiterate with you.
Right.
I say that my era had more talented artists, more original artists, more lyrical artists, more profound artists. And the way they got on was through displaying their talent. Now it's all about, you don't have to be super dope. Like somebody like a Gucci Mane, he don't, to me, he's not a dope rapper, but he's popular. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So you got a lot of people out here who are not as talented, but they're famous because of their popularity. Tell me.
Okay, so first of all, talent is relative. So I feel like it is. So a lot of the artists back then were very ABC, nursery rhyme. They weren't even that talented. Couldn't dance. Couldn't, Wait.
Okay, so hang on a second. ABC. So would you say someone like Rakim was ABC?
No, Rakim was a very good storyteller. So he was a
lyricist. People like Nas, Big Daddy Kane.
Great storyteller. Okay, but look at what we have today. We have rappers who have other talents as well. They produce themselves. They act.
We were doing that too.
They can create their whole own project with very little help from others. So we have Kanye West. We have Wu-Tang is a little probably in the middle.
Yeah, Wu-Tang is more of my generation.
Okay, but he's still doing stuff with people from our era too.
Yeah, that's okay. But they're still Jay-Z will do something from people from your era, but they're still from our era. We're not saying that there aren't some talented people in their era. I'm saying my era was more about talent than it was about popularity as a whole.
I just want to hear your take, cuz that's all.
All right. My take on it is, I think he's correct in the era that he's from. Definitely, I think take lyricism more serious. Lyricism was like at the forefront of that generation. You know what I mean? What we talking, like 20 plus years ago, or longer? What? Because to be honest, cuz I don't even know who he is. Lord Jamar, I'm sorry.
So, it's okay. It's very understandable because he made music. He was popular in the early 90s. You probably was when he was at his peak of popularity, he probably was 5, 6 years old.
Yeah, I was
when it
gonna
comes
say.
to music, but he's more popular now because of Vlad TV and his interviews and takes on Vlad. But I would say that lyricism is still a priority.
I do. I'm gonna get back into it. I was just saying because I didn't know the his. Obviously, I feel like he said Wu Tang and Rakim and some other people, but I think obviously lyricism is still. But he was talking about Gucci is just known for popular. He's just popular. I think it's the era you're in. Like Gucci with the trap music and all of that. Like his lyrics revolved around
His
selling
experience,
dope.
his
His
experiences.
experience. Let me say that his experiences. That's what he rapped about. So like you can't deny that he didn't have good lyricism. His lyrics was just revolved, and it was about what he did, how he lived, and that was his lyrics. So either it resonated with you or it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's what I feel in that you know what I mean, with that piece of lyricism, because like she was saying too, like you can't knock the people, like because they back in the era they had people that did the same thing. They probably recorded themselves. They made their own beats. They also got to shoot movies. It was in movies. Pop, you know what I mean? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And the same for this era. Like they do some of the same stuff. You know what I mean? You can't say that one era dance better than the other era because they started the dancing and all of that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah.
I think it's a balance. He said that nowadays you have to be popular to be in. You know what I'm saying? To be getting noticed in hip hop. Back then, you had to be talented to get noticed in hip hop. I think it's a balance. I think that you have to search and look for what you resonate with. I listen to music every Friday at midnight. I listen to the new music every Friday. And if I want lyricism, I have to search for it. But it's being released. You know what I'm saying? It's being released. It's not in the forefront no more what I prioritize. And just like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it was trash back then. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was
Yeah.
trash. A lot of that shit was trash.
Trash. Yeah.
And it was a lot of good stuff too. It was a lot of things that I that resonated with me too. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's a balance. I feel like we shouldn't be derogatory towards the new school or the old school. We should just appreciate the culture in totality and come together and be able to unify to get what we are looking for. Because everybody is looking for something different.
No.
Nobody has the same taste buds. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to eating a chicken wing, let alone listening to a record. So
Yep.
I just feel like that was a good conversation. I feel like more conversations like that need to be had to create the balance between the new and the old.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now that was a good analogy too, just about taste buds and maybe your heard, like what you heard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got the same palate to eat the same shit, and people don't listen to the same shit. Like, people like shit that like we talk about in our family. You know what I'm saying? Like our youngster, he liked the young shit, and we got a balance. I think a little more of a balance. But you got to venture out. You got to try shit, just like food. You got to try certain things, and you might like it. You might not like it, but you never know. So it's same in music, man. You got to try and listen to shit, and you might fuck with it.
You know what's crazy? Like me and you, or you and somebody else, we could be riding on the same highway, in the same vehicle, looking at the same windshield, and see two totally different things. You could see opportunity. Another person could see struggle. You could see traffic. Another person could see a way to maneuver to get to where they want to go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Damn.
have two totally different visions in life. And
Yeah.
I feel like, man, I just feel like those conversations need to be had more so certain individuals can get an understanding. That's all, cuz.
Facts.
I really want you to hear this because I never talked with you about the creation of hip hop. you know, who created it. They say that it was started in the Bronx by DJ Kool Herc, African Bambaataa, and a whole bunch of other individuals in New York. This brother is from New York, fam. And listen to what he's about to say.
All right.
My next claim is that foundational Black Americans created hip hop. Other cultures participated in it, but had no part in the creational aspect of the art form. Peace.
Peace in the East.
Now we're going to deal with facts and not myths. Okay. So again, when I say foundational Black Americans, I mean Black people that lived here in America that, you know, especially from the New York City area. Many will say the Bronx, but a lot of people will say it was around all parts of New York City at that time. That we are the ones, even though there were other people around us, Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans and any other people, you know, that could have been around us. We were the ones that started this and drove the culture. Prove me wrong.
I will have to disagree. I would say that y'all rooted and created it and like made it traditional, of course. However, I believe that in the 1970s, youth from the Bronx are the ones that created, meaning African Americans and Afro-Caribbean immigrants that were talking about it during that time, you know, the events that were happening. I believe it was the youth of the Bronx, not the foundation of Black Americans.
Why? First of all, why do you feel it was the Bronx? Number one, because that's what you heard, right?
I believe it's
I gotta stop it to have a conversation with you, cuz you heard what she said. She said Afro-Americans and Caribbeans created hip hop.
She said youth too, right? Or
the youth in the Bronx.
Bronx.
So, you know, the Bronx, New York is a melting pot at the end of the day. A lot of people don't know that New York ain't no black and white people up there. Ain't no black and white people in Miami. That shit is just a whole bunch of people from other places.
Yeah.
And not to be disrespectful about it, but that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And they say that hip hop was created in the Bronx. So if we gonna agree that it was created in the Bronx with those people that are not indigenous to this land, we're just basically saying that Latinos, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Jamaicans created this art form that we celebrate. Is that something that you would agree with, cuz, or do you think that American Black people created hip hop?
I would say American Black people. That's what I would say. I wouldn't say no damn Caribbean, Haitian, Latino, like, cause you don't like who's at the forefront of it? You know what I'm saying? Not them.
We ain't being disrespectful. It's just the truth.
Yeah,
it's just the truth. Cuz just said the truth.
Yeah, that's all I can. That's what I would say.
Who is the, like, at the end of the day, Bob Marley is the greatest from the Caribbean area.
Yeah,
and he was inspired by American Blacks.
He had to come here. He had to get up out of Jamaica and come here.
If you look at Bob Marley before he started embracing his own culture, he was dressing like the Five Heartbeats and shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga wanted to be part of the Four Tops and all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the most influential people in the world, to be honest with you. Everybody adopts what we create. And I have an argument that hip hop wasn't even created in New York.
Where was it created then?
You know, my take is that it was created in the South.
In the South?
Everything starts in the South when it comes to American Blacks, and it migrates elsewhere.
Okay. Like, so what was at the beginning of hip hop? Like, what was considered hip hop? Was it music? Was it beat making? It was DJing, wasn't it? Or
the five elements of hip hop that became monetized was created in New York City.
Okay.
But everything that was monetized in New York City was created in the South. They did breakdancing in the South before they monetized it in New York. They was MCing in the South before they monetized it in New York. They was DJing in the South before they monetized it in New York. The art form graffiti that people painting on the walls and shit, people was doing that in the South because that's where black originate at in South Carolina. And these Carolina folks, majority of New York City black people have roots in South Carolina and New York City.
Damn.
And if they say, niggas that's watching this, that's from New York City, say I'm lying. I bet your granddaddy from South Carolina.
From the South, bitch.
Let's listen to some more of the video, cuz.
The Bronx, yes. Hip hop created and started in the Bronx.
Okay.
That's
well, I was born in the Bronx. So
Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx. I'm from the Queens, baby.
Hatred
I'm from
for
Queens.
the Bronx, but some people would dispute that. But I'm not going to get into the disputing of it. Now, when you say Afro-Caribbean people, right? Because yes, people like Kool Herc were from Jamaica. Grandmaster Flash has a Bohemian background. But let me ask you this. Africa Bambaataa. What specifically inside hip hop could you point to and say that comes from Caribbean culture? That comes, like the Puerto Ricans put that into hip hop. The Jamaicans put that into hip hop. Name some things.
It's specifically like songs or like
no. Okay. I mean
like when
cultural
you're DJing,
wise,
when DJ Kool Herc, when he was DJing, right? That's like when he put the breaks in, that's a form of like, cultural influence, because that's from Jamaica.
No, it's not from Jamaica.
The breaks when he did that.
No.
Fact wise.
No, I'm sorry. You're dealing with feelings. The breaks he was playing, first of all, were soul, foundational Black American
Afro
music. No, not Afro anything.
Soul.
It was Black American music that he was playing, not African music, not Afro-Caribbean music. He was playing soul music, and the breaks inside that music is what he was playing. He wasn't playing any Jamaican music. He wasn't adding anything into the culture of hip hop that was Jamaican. He came from Jamaica and was doing an American thing.
So he's okay. So he came from Jamaica. He's Jamaican,
right?
Okay.
But listen, him being Jamaican, but he was being influenced by foundational Black Americans. He couldn't do nothing Jamaican inside hip hop, or else nobody was fucking with him. You see what I'm saying? He tried to come when he first came to Jamaica. There's stories of him where he tried to wear cowboy boots and all that type of shit to the party, and people was like, "What you doing with them roach killers on?" and all this type of shit. And he stopped wearing that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? And started wearing sheepskins and doing, trying to assimilate with what the foundational Black Americans were doing. So what I'm saying is, there's nothing inside of hip hop. You know how we be like, say ho, or say, nobody says say blood clot. Nobody says, say Papi Chula. We don't say none of that shit. Right. All we do is everything that we say and everything that's inside of hip hop culturally started with foundational Black Americans.
Right, he's saying nobody saying no blood clot. Say blood clot.
Bumble clot. None of that shit.
Yeah. No Latino shit. None of that. Yeah.
And it's not to disrespect those cultures, because, I got respect for all of those people at the end of the day. But, our history can't be erased for what we contributed, for what we created, and for what we've done for America. At the beginning of this podcast, we played the comedian talking about how Black people has contributed to wars and all type of stuff, man. I just felt like that was a dope conversation, and it needed to be had. I appreciate America, man. I'm an American first. At the end of the day, a lot of people don't like to represent America because of the history of what happened, and they want to go back to the motherland, or they want to have some sort of ties to somewhere else. Man, I'm from Tennessee. I'm a foundational Black American individual, but first, I'm an American, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's facts, man. I think it's once again trying to fight to prove something from the Black American, you know what I mean? Like, damn, bro, why ain't it that, why can't we just see that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where this shit formed from, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why the fuck you gotta say it? The Latinos, the Jamaicans, the whatever, you know what I'm saying? Why can't we be the ones that created something, or, give us the flowers that we deserve?
Yeah. Y'all contributed. Y'all contributed. That's the key word. Y'all had a contribution to evolving the culture, but stop trying to say you created some shit.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.